Now Jim intends to get those answers she wanted. With only an hour to go before the ship enters Mars orbit, the astronauts check all systems and procedures. While Phil's entering the necessary data on the screen, suddenly a micrometeoroid cloud strikes the ship, shattering the glass and injuring Phil in the arm. They also discover a malfunction in the primary system and that the pressure is dropping from a hole in the ship's hull. Woody quickly finds it and fixes it in seconds, but the air pressure keeps dropping, which means there are more holes in the ship and complete decompression is minutes away. Woody decides to go outside, but in such a large ship, it's almost impossible to find the damaged area. Suddenly the crew members get an idea. They open a liquid package and let the substance float up, immediately coming out of the hole. The ship's pressure is already getting too low and Jim feels sick to the point of losing consciousness, but luckily Woody fixes the hole just in time and the pressure finally stabilizes. Woody wants to inspect the entire hull in case there are any scratches left, but by this point, the ship is ready to go into orbit, so Woody must hurry back. Afterward, Phil starts the engine and turns on the fuel injection, but unfortunately Woody had been right. There's another breach in the engine's fuel line and some of the fuel leaks into space. Still unaware of the problem, the team begins the countdown and Phil prepares to press the start button. As the engine starts, the fuel ignites and damages the ship, causing the systems not to respond to commands and the engine can't be shut down. Now the ship begins falling through the atmosphere, meaning it'll burn up in 3 minutes. While they panic, the crew discovers that the supply module left in orbit by Mars 1 is only a kilometer away, so they suit up and go out on a spacewalk to try to reach it. Once outside, the crew discovers that the supply module isn't where they thought it would be because it's moving too fast, so Woody decides to use his rocket pack to fly to the module and attach a tether to it. However, the fuel quickly runs out and Woody is forced to switch to autonomous flight mode, dropping the propulsion. He's approaching the module at great speed, but also he can't stop, which ends up with him hitting the module. At least he manages to secure the tether, however he's unable to grab on and flies past, continuing to fall to Mars. The autonomous system shuts down, and now there is no way he can change his flight course. The others immediately want to fly